So been having a long, hard think about my trading and I guess this channel as well. And I've noticed that what's holding me back from both of them is the same thing: the ego. And just that, well, first of all, that method of analysis, pattern analysis, is definitely the most effective way to approach life in general, because everything happens in patterns. And the same way the market's fractal, life is fractal. So these patterns are repeating everywhere. So if you notice a problem in one area, you can then extrapolate that pattern onto other areas of your life, and it will just save you lots of, like, there's no point making the same mistake 10 times, 10 different ways. If you notice 3 times, psychological rule of 3 at the market, but if you notice like multiple times, if you keep doing this action, it fucks you up. So there's no point in then thinking if you do the same action but in a different way, that it's not going to fuck you up. So I don't know, like if I notice that if I don't go to the gym, I have a shit day, that can then be extrapolated to the pattern of, if I don't do what I say I'm going to do, then I have a shit day. So that way I don't need to just isolate it as just the gym. I can actually know that if I deviate from what I said I was going to do, if I'm not true to myself, then that's going to fuck my day up. So you can then include everything else in that. It's a pretty shitty example, but the same way like on a video game, no more. You get the point. But I digress. So back to how my ego is fucking me up. Even saying that just sounds egotistical. But so in my trading, it's fucking me up by just the need or the want to be right all the time. It's like there's a massive difference between knowing where not knowing, again, forgive my vocabulary, but having a good idea of where the market is going to go and then actually participating in that move. So like your trade management, your entry, etc. So you can know where the market's going to go, but actually being in the trade is a different thing. Similarly, there's a difference between having an idea where the market is going to go and actually, is that your setup? So like, is that your ideal setup? So the ego will always want to prove that it's right, that just because my analysis is short for the day means I have to participate at some point in the day, I have to place a short entry. When in reality, it may not be my ideal setup. And because of that, the trade conditions are different. I'm hanging around, going to draw down, just fucking up my mental capital, emotional capital, and even potentially my capital. But so that's how it's fucking up my trading. It's just really wanting to be right and just trading on days that I don't need to be trading on, etc. And then in the channel, again, it's a different version of the same fractal pattern. It's here, it more shows up as like, I've noticed I've been posting videos that I think will make me look good, or that I think will make me sound knowledgeable or whatever, when I'm not actually posting what would be most helpful. So just shooting myself in the foot there again with just the whole ego thing. But yeah, I've noticed this, and going forward, I'm going to make an active commitment to focus on just really working on that. So the channel is going to be much more transparent, much more open. I'm going to start posting much more regularly now. Forgive my lack of editing skills. I've tried the editing thing before and I just ended up not posting videos and hating it. So I can be of more value if I just record and post. So that is that. But yeah, I guess that's kind of summary of what I wanted to cover. I guess it's kind of another introduction video, just saying where the direction of the channel is going to go. And yeah, going forward, I'll make another video on it, but I will be doing lots of live updates. It's a form of accountability for myself, so I will post my forecast, etc., and even some trade ideas. I'm not a fan of signals, but doing it from the perspective of accountability, or even like precursor stuff. So I'll say I'm looking out for this move, etc. So if you're not already subscribed, do hit that button, because I'm sure, yeah, if you're starting out, I'm not going to do any of that kind of stuff. Talking about not using the ego, but yeah, I'll just leave it there.